It is time for me to make something to eat off the top of my head again. How are you? I'm doing okay. It is Tuesday, just getting home from work, and I needed to make myself something to eat, and I had a bag of egg noodles, these Great Value wide egg-free ribbons, and there was like maybe this much in the bag. I said it's time to do something with those. So they are in the pan boiling. They're just about done now. So I have those. And then I have some leftover green beans from the other day when I cooked. Almost dropped them. Some leftover green beans. I have a little bit of cheese. And I have a couple tomatoes. And I have some mushrooms. So I'm going to make some sort of noodle vegetable dish here. And also I wanted to talk. When I first started my channel, I used to do a lot of talking about life and my life experiences, things that were on my mind, how I overcome certain obstacles, things in life, how to stay positive, that sort of thing. So I'm finding that my viewers really like when I do these videos of cooking off the top of my head with whatever I have at home. So I figured we'd do a little of both today because I've been wanting to talk about something and I want to cook. I have to cook something for myself because I'm hungry. So we're going to do both. So anyways, these noodles are just about done. So we'll give them a couple minutes. And while they're finishing cooking, I'm going to start cutting up these tomatoes. So we have, like I said, the green beans. There's nothing I need to do to those. So I'm just going to put them over on the counter. Let me turn you down a little bit. So like I said, I'm going to start cutting up these tomatoes. And yeah, they need to be used probably today or the next day or tomorrow. So we'll just cut those up a little bit. And once I get these cut up, then I'll start talking about what I'm going to talk about. So it's cool out. It's probably about, I don't know, in the 40s today. I think I heard it's supposed to get about 50, 55, maybe 60 towards the end of the week, like in time for the weekend. So that'll be good. Don't have much planned. Going to spend a little time with my dad this weekend, so that'll be good. So, all right, there's the tomatoes. Tomatoes are done. I'm going to give the noodles, the egg noodles, a few more minutes. So what I'm going to do is open these mushrooms and rinse them off. Just in this little strainer. I have a large strainer and I have this one. Got this at the Dollar Tree, which I do believe I told you guys already. Just rinse these off a little bit. So we'll let those drain. Actually, I can't let them drain because I need this strainer for the noodles. So we'll just put them right back into the little container that they came in. And I'm thinking the noodles are ready to be drained. So I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit because I'm going to use the frying pan. So, excuse me. So there are the noodles. Now I'm going to take my frying pan. Sorry for that slam. Get the frying pan here, and I'm just going to turn you down a little bit. We are going to get some butter. Here it is. some butter. I'm going to put some butter in the pan. And I have, I want to look at you, sorry. I got to figure out this tripod, make it a little higher. The garlic that I got at Aldi. So once the butter melts a little bit, put the garlic in it. And I will put, this is going to be so quick and easy. It's going to take maybe 5-10 minutes to cook. So, there's the butter. Get a little garlic going here. Put that in the pan. All right. Not too much, but just enough. And here's the mushrooms. I'm going to cut these up a little bit. So what I wanted to talk to you about, I should get to talking, is doing things with my time, being a little more mindful with my time. And I have been doing things different, especially in the morning. I get up probably about 4:30. I used to get up at 5:30 with the alarm, but now I get up about 4:30. I wake up naturally. And before even getting out of bed, I used to get on my phone and go right to Facebook. So before I continue talking, I'm just going to put all this into the frying pan. All these mushrooms, garlic, butter, and tomatoes. All right. I'm sure you can see that. There's that. Turn it down a little bit. So like I was saying, before getting out of bed, I would go right on Facebook. And start my day with everybody else's life, everybody else's woes, everybody else's romances, and everybody else's headache or whatever it is that they post about. Now, I'm not really saying they're posting anything bad, but what I'm saying is I'm starting my day off not with me. Not in a quiet, less stress or non-stressful way. I'm absorbing everything that's going on with everyone else. Before I even get out of bed and have my coffee, before I even get up and go pee. So I decided, you know what? I need to stop that. I need to stop that because not only on social media, especially Facebook, am I seeing all that, but I'm also seeing other things that just creep in onto my news feed. Stuff that I don't necessarily like or care for. So what I've been doing is getting right up, not looking at social media or Facebook, getting up, doing what I need to in the bathroom, coming into the kitchen, getting my coffee. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to the social media platform that is benefiting me in a positive way, which is my YouTube channel. So I'm going onto my channel on my computer and I'm reading comments and I'm looking at my analytics and I'm looking at how many views I'm getting and stuff like that. And then I'll go do my online banking or look at someone else's YouTube channel that I follow, that sort of thing. And I don't have a news feed of all this negativity. And, do you know what I'm saying? So now I'm putting the green beans into this tomato mushroom mixture. So after I go through all that and look at my YouTube analytics and everything answer comments and interact with my viewers, I'll finish my coffee, tidy up in the kitchen a little bit, and then I'll sit down and I'll read for at least a half hour out of the book that I'm currently reading or whatever. And spending a half hour doing that. And then I'll get ready for work without going back to other avenues of social media, other platforms, and absorbing everything else in this world. I no longer watch the news. I haven't watched the news, and it's so weird. I haven't watched the news since I got my Roku. I haven't watched the news. If anything, I just watch the stuff on the Roku. I don't even look for the news, and I watch YouTube. All right, so that's cooking. What I'm going to do is add the noodles. Did you see that? Sorry, that scared me. I think a thing of butter actually went flying onto the floor. Ooh. All right, so let's just add these noodles. Add the noodles. That looks really good, and I'm not even done with it. I'm going to make a little bit of a cheese sauce. I'm going to put that on low. So that's what the little positive changes that I'm doing. What's this? Sorry. The little positive changes that I'm making in my morning it's starting my day off in a more positive way, in a less stressful way, and I'm finding that. And I'm finding that I'm even changing my night routine. I am just eliminating the stressful things of the world, whether it's on TV or on my phone scrolling. I've been eliminating that, and I'm actually finding that I'm sleeping better too. So I'm being more mindful with my time. Now that it's dark out when I get home from work, I can't really go walking like I would before daylight savings time, but I've been going to the gym, exercising. That's helping me to sleep better. And if I don't do that, or if I'm not filming something for you folks, I'm taking a hot bath, relaxing, having a glass of wine with my book. I'm going to bed at an earlier time because I'm not, again, doing all those things of the world that so many other people are doing, glued to my TV or glued to my phone. And these changes are really benefiting me, and I'm glad. So that's what I'm doing. And I haven't even posted on my Facebook wall in, I think, over a week. And I really don't feel like it. So maybe this is a transition, because not that I have always posted great positive things. I just see things that aren't healthy for me. People that I'm trying to keep out of my life that I see on Facebook, or I can go to their Facebook and see what they're doing. It's not helping me. So that's where I've always said to you in the past that social media really it's not good. So I'm happy to tell you that my YouTube channel is benefiting me in many ways, and I do believe that that is going to be my social media platform from now on. That's just my little positive part of that. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about, is the doing positive things and being more mindful with my time. And if you are finding that your time is not being used in the greatest way, maybe you should think about things like that. And I'm not saying if you're on social media as soon as you wake up. If you're doing something else as soon as you wake up and it's not a good situation, maybe you need to evaluate or analyze your time and what you're doing with your time and see the changes that you might be able to make. Because you know what? I am really enjoying reading at night and in the morning. It's calming. And you get lost in, or not, maybe not lost, but really involved in whatever the story is. the characters, stuff like that. And it's so much nicer than needless, mindless scrolling. Off my soapbox. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. So what I'm going to do now is, where's my cheese? Is it the cheese that went flying on the floor? Yes, it's not butter. It's the cheese that went flying on the floor when the little catastrophe happened. I gotta get the cheese. All right, ta-da, here's the cheese. So what I'm going to do now is, this is on low. I'm going to grate a little of this cheese and mix it in and put a little half and half in this and see what this turns out like. What a mess with this catastrophe. My goodness. All right, can you see that? Yeah. I'm not going to grate my knuckles. Always talk to you about that. Anyways, yeah. Put a little of this in there. That, a little more. Just stir this up, see how it's doing. All right. So I'm going to add a little half and half to this. See if that helps it to make a little bit of a creamy cheese sauce. Just a little bit. This is the half and half that I got from Aldi. What a mess is going on over here with that little collision of cutting boards. Oh, goodness. All right, so this is good. This is good, and I am kind of impressed, and I think I'm going to be happy with it. Yeah. So I'm going to let that cheese melt a little more. I'm going to let the cheese melt a little more. I'm going to clean up, and then we will look at what I made. Okay, so there is what I made out of whatever I had. The quarter of a bag of egg noodles, and there are the green beans that was left over, mushrooms, and the 2 tomatoes. And I added some cheese to it and some half and half to make it a little like a little creamy cheese sauce. There isn't any meat in this dish. It's just like a pasta veggie dish, and that is fine. So let's put this on a plate and see how it looks. Okay, so I chose to put this on a different plate. Usually I just use the, the off-white plates that I have, but this is just like a little melamine plate I got at Big Lots, and I got, I think, 4 of them, and I got bowls and other little things. It was like a summer clearance. I think I got it last year. So that is, just explain to you what it is. It's the egg noodles, mushrooms, tomatoes, and green beans, and a little cheese, and half, and some garlic. And that is the wine that I picked up after work today. It is Yellowtail brand. It's a Merlot, and that is my wine glass that I got from the Dollar Tree. So that is dinner tonight. So thank you for watching today. Thank you for listening to what I wanted to talk about, making better use of my time. I don't know if it was all jumbled or rambled. It was just my thoughts, and I just felt like talking, and I felt like cooking. So I said, you know what? Do I do a talking video, or do I do a cooking video? You know what, Robin? You do both at once. So there we have it. So if you're finding that your time is not being used in the best way, think about where you could make some adjustments, because that half hour that I was wasting on foolishness or things of this world, like I said, could have been used for something productive, whether it was reading or even folding laundry that had been waiting to be folded, but because I was occupying my time doing something else, wasn't getting done. Anyways, I need to eat this. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.